Okay, Gabs, cool. You committed multiple M's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're a lifer.
Yeah.
You are going to be given the electric chair or the injection. What would your last meal be? Kim's done.
The last meal be just a plate of plantain. This is straight plate.
You're about to get M'd off and your last meal is planting.
Yeah, plantain.
Yeah,
I watched the video on the funniest of requests before people died,
What, crack?
and no, like
Oh, now we are.
mm-hmm.
That's fine, yeah.
So what? You're not going to have it on the screen?
What do you mean by that?
No.
Oh yes, yeah, that. Oh, it went off for some
That's
reason.
insane, bro.
It went off.
You know what I meant.
Yeah,
No, I didn't, bro. That's why I said that's
The
insane.
football.
No, I heard some guy say something mad on the football pitch from the sidelines the other day. Everyone looked at me. He's like, no, did me like that. I was like, no, bro, go over there, man. Insane statements. This is episode 228 of the DSP podcast with myself, Reese. Who do you have to choose one else?
Drinks.
Behind the camera.
Gabriel. Do you know what? I lagged. You know why I was lagging? Because I'm so used to it going through you. It came to me a bit too quick.
Kay's not here.
Was you looking for your other name, Backers?
That's
Oh
crazy.
my
Wow.
God.
Can't call a man backwards, bro.
What's going on?
That's insane.
No. This is mental behaviour, mate.
Obviously, Kay's not heard about it today. She's not feeling too well, so send her my wishes. Mark, how you doing?
Not too bad. Not great, but not bad.
So, about a 5.
Yeah.
Hooded Boy Wonder, how you doing? He's lagging again.
Oh my days.
Bro, it's crazy.
You know what?
On
No,
your
We're not looking for your wages, man.
I'm locked in. Nah, it's been a good week, man. Been a good week. Things are coming together with everything, and yeah, been good.
Oh, I wanted to shout out my brother Jaden. Just released a song.
Yeah.
It's doing really well. He's not released it on any digital platforms yet, but
Just YouTube alone.
he's going to be working on an EP. So I'll let everyone know when that comes out. And also my boy Troy, who's a fan of the show, always gives his love and support.
Shout out Troy.
And he's always voicing at me, when you lot said this year, I was busting up. So I appreciate it, bro. Yeah.
Shout out, Jaden. You sent it to me, but was it on my personal Instagram you sent it to?
I said everything to welcome to the podcast.
Yeah,
I
also
don't-
personal. Yeah, I'm personal Instagram.
Because I know Gabs don't look at anything on his personal Instagram.
As you meant to say that.
Huh? Oh! I'm one of the social media managers. I don't own it, so yeah, it's alright.
That's hilarious.
I'm a social media manager.
I'm looking for Tiny Desk. Tiny Desk. Do you know when it's coming out?
A. Marie's.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I believe it's coming out.
In the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, it should be within because the post we made, the news came out. What's interesting though is because we put out a video a year ago, and
I think
yeah, it was
is it the summer tunes or
yeah, but then we was like a petition for her to be on Tiny Desk.
okay.
And it got thousands.
Actually,
I swear.
Can we what artists that have not been on Tiny Desk yet that you reckon would kill it on Tiny Desk? Could be new, could be old.
Does Miguel have a tiny desk?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Let me check while you lot are talking. Sorry.
I don't think so.
I don't recall him having a Tiny Desk.
I've been crushing on a singer recently. Like, I think she's just perfect. But she's got a Tiny Desk. Nicole Ray. But she's got a Tiny Desk. Her name now is Lady Ray.
Yeah. Because I know she done stuff with Terry Walker as well.
Yeah, so she's got.
Miguel does have one.
He does.
12 years ago.
Oh.
Okay,
Bald Miguel.
He
needs
needs
to do another one then.
because that's the same thing as Alex Iati. She done one during
Yeah, a few
lockdown,
people have done it twice.
but it was at
No
home.
name. Yeah, oh yeah, true.
Oh, Jasmine Sullivan did one at home.
Yeah, but Alex Iati one was literally her and a keyboard, and the camera was right there. Like she needs a proper one with the band.
Man, rest in peace, because I would have said Angie Stone.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Up it up, a really good one.
D'Angelo would be sick.
I don't think D'Angelo.
Shout out because she's one of our people, you know.
I don't think D'Angelo.
Shout out to DC.
Legacy,
Oh,
but
you're
yeah.
a good. Yeah, Legacy.
Why did you say her name like that?
Oh no, this is our people, you know.
Legacy.
Yeah.
As I said, why did you say her name like
Shout out Legacy, shout
the
out
normal
Legacy.
people?
We deserve one. Shout out Legacy, good singer.
I would want from a tiny desk.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Snow Allegra has one, but I want another one.
She does, yeah.
Does Music Soulchild have one?
Yes,
I haven't heard it. So
I think he does. Let me check.
Avant would be good.
I don't think Avon's voice was the same. It's like Donald Jones. I don't think their voices sound the
It's
same.
sound.
John B.
Donald Jones would be good.
No, don't. If his nose bridge is fine.
Keith Sweat would not be good. So I need to get on to Keith Sweat.
Hey, Keith Sweat's gangster.
Yeah, no, I need to get on
Who's
to
it?
Music Soulchild.
Okay. I think Lloyd.
I've never been a fan of his music.
I was listening to Girls Around the World earlier on today. I haven't heard that song in years.
Has Bobby Valentino got one?
No. His first album is a classic, by the way.
Bobby
Easily.
Yeah.
I think this will sound blasphemous. I prefer his first album to Usher's Confession album.
I'm not mad at that.
Bobby Valentino is good. So I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, he has no, he doesn't have a tiny desk. Music Soulchild doesn't have a tiny desk.
He doesn't.
No.
Okay, so
My Chargy does. Anthony Hamilton does.
Oh, my favorite Tweet. Tweet deserves one. Straight.
She
Straight
is
away.
awesome live.
Southern Hummingbird, my favorite R&B album. I have to
Really?
yeah, 100%.
I love that album.
My favorite R&B album of all time,
The
bro.
duet with Bilal on there.
All the songs.
Love that album.
Do you know? I'm gonna say something. It sounds dumb, but you know, I'd love to see her on a tiny desk.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
That doesn't.
I think she's too big for it.
I don't care. That's not. We're not.
Yeah.
But I think she'll be down for it.
Wait, Faith Evans would be good on the tiny desk. Faith
Yes.
Evans would be good.
Now
on
you're
the
cooking.
tiny desk.
Yes.
Now you're cooking.
I just need that tweet. I'm making a post about that. I need that tweet. We need tweet on tiny desk. We need it.
Thirsty boy.
We need it. No, I need it. I need it.
I said thirsty.
No, we need tweet, man.
Must have-
I just think she's one of the most underrated singers, and it's only because she only had like one music video, which was
No, she had one.
She had a couple. She had about 3.
Call Me.
No, there was no music video for it.
There
Yes,
was.
it was.
Was there?
There's a music video for the one that Missy done with on the second album.
They were
It's
dating.
not
bro.
online.
They were dating. It's there.
It's actually not online.
It is online, bro.
I promise you, it's not.
I
I've been
promise you.
You have a mobile phone. Check that.
Yeah, no. Because maybe it was distributed in America, but I don't think the video would have crossed Call Me.
I've seen the video, man.
Who would I want a tiny desk from? River Lene?
Oh, yes, she does. Yeah.
See, you're lying, bro.
Wait.
Man, just look at
You want to see
Call Me, yeah. I
I
think
see
she's only
the
got two.
snippets
Sorry.
of Missy Elliott at what's that? A festival in America.
Coachella. Oh, yeah.
Actually showed.
Too good. You can't.
She
yeah.
show people look.
Even T-Pain did a madness.
I love
that.
T-Pain,
That dance was killing me, bro.
I love
T-Pain
T-Pain,
did a
man. I love him.
But
He's done a tiny desk.
and that's when I first heard he can sing properly.
Oh,
I've seen him live. Like he can sing.
I've the first time I heard. Do you know? If she wasn't two people, Daniel Caesar, right?
He's done it.
He's done it.
You done it with her.
Yeah.
Okay, did it with her. Okay, I should do his own one then.
I still can't. I haven't listened to his music. I've got one song of his on my thing, and I just didn't pay him attention after that whole.
The whole situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention 3 artists that have been cancelled.
Leave one of them alone. Don't do it.
Don't
do it.
What's her name?
Don't do it.
What's her name?
Sabrina Claudio.
Sabrina Claudio, yeah.
Great artist.
I would
Amazing.
love her to do a tiny desk.
For me, she was just very
Her
good.
voice
she
is
was really good.
Sexy.
But then also, I'm gonna have to give it to my girl, Inauguration.
Chris and Michelle.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to her because I like Chris and Michelle as well.
Mario.
K Michelle needs to have a tiny desk. I think she's one of the
Why did the volume go up so
you know
much?
what it is? I think she's one of the most underrated R&B
Somebody
singers
for
currently
Keisha
as
Cole
well.
now.
Keisha Cole got one?
No one's checking for
I was talking to
Keisha Cole.
someone the other day, right? Some Walker snatched Tink's chain. She
What?
snatched it.
Yes and no.
Snatched
No.
Snatched it.
I know.
Off her neck.
From what
Say
I've
again?
read.
Summer Walker.
From what I've read about
snatched
Tink.
Tink's chain.
From what I read about Tink,
Ooh,
Tink
Basically, that she's
she
come
took
along.
her flow.
She's come along and she's
took her
replaced
flavour.
Tink. Like she's.
I know what you mean.
So then, before we even go into this first topic here, from what I remember about the Tink conversation,
She was signed
and
to
I could be
Timberland.
wrong. Yeah, if I remember this correctly, she was signed to Missy and Timberland.
No, just Timberland.
Timberland.
Yeah, and she got impatient and didn't like the way they were kind of pushing her artistry wise, and then she tried to put out music separately, and it worked and it didn't.
I'm going through that now. No, but you know what it is. From an artist from the developer's perspective, right? Artists always have ego, right? So because
Have you heard the story about Tyrese?
no, I haven't. No.
So
Which one?
is it Sweet Lady? So
Yeah.
there's an interview of someone sitting down with Tank, and I
Yeah.
think one of the creators is Sweet Lady, yeah?
Yeah.
And Tyrese didn't like the song because he said it's too spoken wordish.
The song
It's
was
not-
good, by the
Yeah,
way.
That's
it's
a
like, it's
classic.
not-
That's a
no,
classic
but
song.
one of his greatest songs, but he doesn't like it because he said it's da-na-na-na-na, stop, da-na-na-na-na, stop, da-na-na-na-na, stop. Like,
It is sometimes weird when you
talking.
hear artists talk about songs they don't like of theirs.
no,
and
but
you're
the
like,
thing, it's because it's talk. It's like Cassie
he
music.
wanted
and
more
then he tried to
vocals.
do and he's like, no, don't do that.
Simplify it.
So then he didn't like it, right? Yeah, and then Tank was like, but what does Tyrese actually like? Yeah, because he's just being Tyrese is Tyrese.
Yeah.
But then
He's
there's
like Joe Biden.
yeah, but there's like the problem with people like that with artists. Sometimes artists don't know what's best for them in the scheme of what can work out for them. Right? Yeah.
The amount of songs that you hear that artists don't like of theirs
That are their biggest
because
songs.
of whatever reason.
I'm a big boxing fan, right?
Me too.
And I remember, brother.
Did you watch
See your
Boots?
brother's handy. Yep, Boots. What a knockout.
Yeah.
And a lot of people was doubting him because
What
of the
did you
last
say?
two performances. His name's Boots.
No, before that.
What a knockout.
Before that.
Oh, my brother.
No, he said something handy. I said, pardon me?
I can't remember, you know.
That was insane.
I said, oh no, I know your brother gets handy. We throw it handy.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh no,
See? I knew I was calling it. I thought it was mad. Oh, mind games. Oh, look at me. Look for you. You're cheeky. You're cheeky.
But yeah, people's doubting Boots. But I listened to there's something Eddie Hearn said, right? And why he gets his fighters the most money. Him and Al Heyman. Al Heyman's like the most legendary promoter. He's directed Mayweather,
Yeah.
and he does loads of artists as well. But he's behind the scenes. You never see him. But he said something, right? A boxer would fight anyone. A boxer would. You ask a boxer.
Promoters have to know their worth.
Right now, who would you fight? They'll say, I'll fight Usyk. I'll fight Adrian on the same night. That's the boxer's ego. Boxers just have it in them. They're fighters, right? The manager's there to say, hang on a minute. You don't just go and fight
There's no
Usyk
business here.
in the middle of Ukraine.
There's no business
How
here.
about wait
Yeah.
until it's big and then we do the fight in Las Vegas and then you make millions, right? So with with the whole situation with Tink, it's something I've experienced, right? It's something I've experienced. And developing artists is the most difficult thing to do because what happens is when you develop an artist and things are going well,
You got to see where they place in the market.
and not even that, when you develop an artist and things start going well, they start to forget
Where they came from?
the reason why things are going well.
Okay.
And they
yeah.
start-
Entitlement.
Yeah.
It's ego mixed
So
in
what
with
happens
entitlement.
is, because you've gassed them up for so long and they're doing well under you, they believe they can do better without you, right? So they believe, oh yeah, I can
You
go
hear about it
off, I
all the
can do-"
time.
So A. Marie, Rich Harrison, as soon as he left her, hey, listen, her career was done, right? And Tink, right? Cool. Now that she's not with Timberland, Timberland was doing.
She's with Hitmaker now, and
Did they?
I don't feel the music. There were.
Oh.
Timberland was doing like sneaky things because he was like, Tink would do like the BT cipher, and guess who's behind Tink? Charlemagne. But why is Charlemagne behind Tink? He's never been behind any artist in a BT
Yeah, but
cipher.
I don't think
But
Timberland
that's-
had nothing to do with that, though.
No, Timberland, he definitely was involved in that because the moment Timberland's washed his hands off her, I ain't seen Charlemagne mention her ever again. So these are subtle things.
Charlemagne was he done the voice for one of her songs.
Exactly, right? But that was through Timberland. He was the one that leaked they played the moving bass song
Which
on radio.
She smacked up.
But you can't play a leaked song on radio. That's crazy. But the fact that
Rick
Timberland
Ross
was able
got
to
that
get
removed.
it, of course, it was disrespectful.
And
If I'm being honest,
there was a situation between him and Rick Ross.
Because what
of
Rick
it.
Ross is saying is what gives Tink she's not even been in the game enough to just qualify for a Rick Ross feature. You've just snuck her on there because you made the beat. And then you've got the biggest radio station to play it. But this is the things that an artist developer can do. right? So you're forgetting, Tink, that people like me know who you are because of what Timbaland did. So you want to go leave him, and now some walker
Now
comes.
she's not even rapping no more.
Now no
I
one
think
even
it's
cares
dark
about
though.
you.
I
She
know
used to rap.
I think it's dark though because you're kind of nullifying someone from making money in that sense. Like,
No,
I know
but
the
it's
game's the
not.
game, but it's dark, bro.
But it's like
She was in the door for like 2 minutes.
But yeah,
So she still had time to cook.
But it's because this is what happens when artists are being developed by someone. They themselves don't do enough groundwork during that period. They rely heavily on the person they're working with. So when that person cuts the umbilical cord, he can't eat anymore. Then things are different. And Tink is very talented, right?
Very.
So I could understand why she would believe I could do things myself. But sometimes in the music industry, you need a team.
I hear what you're saying,
You
but
can't navigate.
think
things.
about it like I look at music like I look at football. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't argue talent. We argue application. There's multiple talented musicians, but their application is garbage.
Yeah.
There's people who aren't talented, but they have the better notoriety than the people who have the talent. As we're talking about artists anyway, yeah. I want Mark had a topic about artist removal.
Yeah, so out of these artists I'm going to name, one has to go and all of their music, so all their catalogue has to go. I'm going to name them now. You have Chris Brown, Usher, MJ, Prince, Bruno Mars, and The Weeknd. Who are you getting rid of?
Easy.
And why?
For me, this is easy.
It's too easy for me.
It's The Weeknd because I haven't liked anything from The Weeknd since House of Balloons.
Alright, let me take off Weeknd out of this because I don't know why he's kind of like there.
Alright, cool.
So let me just say Bruno Mars, Prince, MJ, Usher, Chris Brown.
I love him.
It's still easy for me.
I love him, but Bruno's gone.
Yeah.
Bruno's gone.
Bruno's gone for me.
Who you moving?
There we go. He's going to say Prince. Watch him.
Yo.
See? I know this waste,
Look at
man.
me. You wicked bitch.
No, but you know what it is?
Oh, here we go.
I'll be respectful, innit? Because
You can't be respectful.
I didn't listen to Prince.
That's your business.
Musicality, Prince is gone, bro.
So I don't know. When I heard Prince, it was when he was finished, and it was the song he's put out.
Finished is crazy.
Black Sweat.
Don't ever say finished.
Black Sweat was horrible.
Don't ever say finished.
Okay, but Black Sweat was
Don't
horrible.
ever say finished.
No, but every dog has its day. Listen, leave the football before the football leaves you, okay?
Oh, facts.
every dog
facts.
has its day, bro.
Facts.
Every dog has its
I've
day.
seen I've seen some quadrants try to run it back and then the knee don't work like it.
You see Jake Holiday prancing around on stage, the genuine falling.
No, time out, no.
Cisco.
Time out. How did Jay Holiday catch his strainers?
You seen him when he's wearing a turtleneck and he's performing it, everyone's
He's
laughing.
wearing a tight top and,
Bro,
and
it's
sorry.
insanity.
the bare belly's hanging out.
Marius bare belly's moving mad.
But that's the thing, obviously, no disrespect to Prince, obviously, it's just,
But disrespect.
he's not my generation, and, to be fair, as someone who's into music, I should do more research on how great he is and what he's done.
Yeah, I think
So
you
if
should.
I'm going to answer it, just based off what I know, I'm going to have to say Prince.
Can we do a UK one?
Go on.
Alright. Cleo Soul. Let me say Gets, Kano.
You're putting with it. You're putting.
Wait, no. Let me
Cleo Soul in the same bracket.
let me put singers.
Alright, cool.
Cleo Soul,
Beverly Knight,
Beverly Knight, Marsha, Lamar. Who sings Ain't Nothing Like This? Why am I forgetting his name?
Omar, Lyndon Davis Hall.
Right, let's name them 6. Who are you getting rid of?
Beverly Knight's gone.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She's never really done music that I've enjoyed.
I know Beverly Knight more for shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I love the song that Redman came. That he was.
Beverly Knight on stage is sensational, but no. But for me, Cleo Soul's not going nowhere. Marsha's not going anywhere, and
Lyndon David Hall.
Lamar can go, but between
I know Lamar can definitely go.
But even though
Say
I love
Omar
50-50.
or Lamar?
Omar as well.
Omar's
Lamar
same.
can go.
Yeah,
Lamar.
Omar and Lyndon Davis Hall were saying.
Yeah.
Lamar's out.
That was easy.
I don't think that was ever going to be up for debate. It's just purely based on it should be for musicality and taste. So, boys, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I've been watching Black Mirror and the rest of that stuff, and
Yes.
I was talking to you about this. And and you're saying obviously you don't like the episode with Issa Rae, and I put the episode amazing. But you also said Issa had some comments recently as well.
Yeah. I like something. I'm not gonna try to be messy or nothing. Oh, the thing just reloaded. Okay. All right. So I've queued this up. So.
Your friends. I don't know what she mean by that.
Here we go.
We like dogs, you know what I'm saying? Man's best friend and shit.
Men aren't good friends to each other because they mostly talk and comment, but they don't prod and poke. And
my husband will be like, "Oh, they're moving to New Mexico." I'm like, "Why are they moving?" I don't know. I'm like,
I didn't like
a huge life change. Like, did you ask any follow up?
Pisses me off. Like, literally, I was talking to somebody who was talking about like his friend's marriage just fell apart, and I was like, "Oh man, why was it like was it another woman? Was it?" He was like, "Oh, I didn't ask her that." Right. But he was really sad. And I'm like, "What the fuck? You didn't ask anything. His marriage fell apart, and you didn't ask any questions. That's crazy.
That's crazy."
How do we feel about that?
First off, she's talking rubbish. The marriage falling apart thing. Yeah, I know with men sometimes, right?
We don't go into detail.
We don't go into detail. Yeah, we don't. We definitely don't go into detail. And another thing is we don't chat people's business.
But I think
our friend.
One thing we sometimes do is like we allow them. They'll tell us what they want to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
We don't prod because we're like, it's none of my business. If you want to tell me, I'm here.
I just think as well, like, if you're, alright, I'll use me as an example. As a man, when you're raised in certain areas or raised in certain ways, right, you don't want to be in people's business like that. Because you don't want to be dragged into things. Because, unless you have to be dragged into it, of course, but you don't like to prod and make yourself, because I learned, this is, 50 Cent said this, but my parents have always said this, right? When family members are quarreling, or when two close people are quarreling, if you try and play the peacemaker and you take one person's side, what's going to happen is them two people are going to squash their problem later on in the future.
And you're the enemy.
And you become the common enemy now. Then it's, oh, remember when we was arguing and Gabriel said that I was wrong? And then, so with me, when it comes to stuff like that, nah. I don't bother prodding that. If it's really personal things like your relationship, what she's done or what you've done, unless you tell me, I'm not going to ask you.
I've had it where like a really good friend, he broke up with his missus, that they've been together like for 6 years or whatever, and he was down bad.
Yeah.
And I just came over, we played PlayStation, and we just caught joke like old times. He didn't really go into detail about it.
You will talk about it.
But he knew I was there if he wanted to talk about it.
That was the
Later on, he spoke about it, but at that time, he just needs to unwind and just
that was the
chill.
That was the therapy.
Let me to be real with you, yeah? Because... Actually, let me write this down. Because I look at that Issa as a comedian as well, right, yeah, I'm going to say that some of the things she's done is purely in jest. So, because it's purely in jest, I'll just go by it being jokes. The thing is, yeah, I feel like with this clip, if I just look at it as the clip, I feel like because of how women internalize information and want to know information, they want men to do exactly the same thing. But ultimately, they're not the same people.
That's all.
Right, yeah. So with me, I look at it like this. When my best friends are going through stuff, there's a safe space for if they want to talk about it, but I'm not going to prod and push for them to speak about it, because if they're not ready to talk about it, there's no point pressurizing someone to talk about something that they don't feel comfortable in. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So then, for me, that's the first part. Secondly, which I think is really, really interesting, is I think, just purely from what I've seen in life, male friendships are a little bit stronger off of knowing minimal information.
Yeah.
Because it's not mixy. Right, yeah. I feel like what you know is what you need to know and what else. Yesterday, when I was at ball, I've kicked ball this same youth for 4.5 years. I've known him by a nickname. Never known man's government. I asked him yesterday, I said, no. Hey, brother, I'm going to say his thing there. I was like, Christian, what's your real name? And he told me, he's like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, why? I was like, because I was thinking for ages, and I was like, man, don't know this. Like, but it's not, it's more of a curiosity thing. Like, I don't need to know.
Yeah.
But knowing, it's like, okay, cool. Like, man's been around you for years. It's not a madness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just personally feel like in any friendships, you know what you need to know, and if that's enough, that's enough.
Yeah.
We don't ask for more if we don't need to know more.
I know people that just know me as drinks or 2 drinks.
There you go. And as a man, I feel like knowing too much information isn't always a good thing. Like, sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Mm.
If you know someone's on madness, if you don't need to know, don't tell me.
I just see it as in, if you want me to know, you tell me.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I don't see why I need to, like, prod, poke. No. If you want me to know, you let me know.
I think, more so with it as well, yeah, I think, how can I word this correctly? As I said, I think Issa said this in jest, but I was like, what is the making of a good friendship? Because she said men aren't good friends. Men are good friends in comparison to what?
Yeah.
Because that's how I look at it. Like, that's okay, cool. So, being a friend, you can turn up for someone without ever having to say a word and, oh, okay, cool, man, got you if you need me, la la la, the rest.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Because some of that shit goes down to love languages as well, like of what you best intertwine, what you best intertwine with or best works for you.
Also, the timing as well. Like, say if you've had a bad day or something, or like, alright, I'll put it with me and you. Sometimes when you're quiet, I'll just check up on you.
Yeah.
You don't ask me to. I just do it just naturally. You never ask for it. I'm just like, let me just check up on Reese, see if he's okay. And that's just me being me.
But people say that as well. Like, even G Money says it. My silence is very loud.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes I'm not quite, like, there's 2 reasons I'm quiet. I'm quiet because I'm tired.
Mm.
And I'm quiet because something's peed me off. And I don't feel like if I speak on it, I can articulate what I can say without saying something I can't take back.
Mm.
So for me, naturally, I just be, you know what, I'll be quiet. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's also one of the ones like, when Mark's quiet, I know Mark's in his zone.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you see, because people always, like, if I'm quiet, people try to make it seem like, oh, Reese, why you quiet? I'm cool. You sure? Man, I'm cool. Yeah, but, bro, I said I'm cool, bro. Like, for me, it's lose-lose. If I talk, I'm mean. If I don't talk, like, leave me alone, innit? But it's, like, Gabriel, I can't ask Gabriel that, because Gabriel's naturally quiet.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the thing is as well, naturally, I would open up if I have to open up without being asked. If that makes sense.
As we're kind of on this subject already, yeah, of like men opening up, yeah. Do you ever say to your friends like, "No, I love you, bro," like in an earnest way? Like, I think people make it strange to say that you got love for your friend or whatever, but do you ever say it to your friends?
Said it before, yeah.
What, male friends?
Male friends, siblings.
Yeah. Sometimes my male friends, I'll just say, you know, I appreciate you, or like, good looking, or whatever. Like,
I've definitely. Yeah.
I've said like, I got mad love for you. But yeah, like, I think sometimes just being there. I know it sometimes sounds bad, but just being there for your friend, or showing up when they need you,
it's enough sometimes.
It speaks more than me saying words to you.
No, 100%. I definitely agree.
But sometimes I've noticed, like, even with my siblings, like, I'll just, you know, I love you, innit? Like,
I say to my brother, like, love, bro. Like, I think my brother's me and my brother are very similar. We're very stoic with a lot of the things in which we carry on our shoulders. So, like, yeah, I love you. And but then now he will say it more so because he knows it's coming from, like, an earnest place. And he's another person, like, when my brother's, like, naturally quiet, I know when something's bothering him because he's super quiet. And I can see it in his body language, like, his shoulders look laboured and the rest of that stuff.
yeah.
So I'll look at him and be like, you're right, and be like,
Like, my brother Shaquille, who just got into photography. Me and him was at the Get show. And he was taking pictures and
are you
stuff.
going to the other one on me?
No, because this was more Rue Kid and Get's album that they released.
So what's the May 4th one?
I think it's a festival. I think that one.
Really?
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, he DM'd me today. Oh, bro, appreciate it, man. Thanks for always supporting me. I was just like, no problem, man. Love, like,
yeah.
And I'm really proud of him because he literally, it's been like a couple of months and he's got into photography and he's doing all these grime sets and he's taking pictures of the artists, and he went to Novelist's private party and stuff like that, taking pictures, and I'm like,
by the way, I'm still surprised after 20 years I only know what Novelist looks like now.
really?
Never knew what he looked like.
I knew him from like Clashing and stuff.
I know.
I never know.
Yeah,
but
it's from your ends,
of those days, of those days when I was
Okay.
watching it, I never knew what he looked like. I knew what he sounded like. Just didn't know what he looked like.
He's been like from men's like popular 13 years old, 14.
Yeah, because I remember I watched
like
it. Is it PK? Them boys, and he
Yeah,
was at the
PK,
back,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
see a
yeah.
young novelist in the school uniform. I was like, what
He's
the
got a
hell?
legendary freestyle. Like
How does Novelist at my age?
No, well, Novelist is younger than me, bro. He's the youngest
What?
than me. Yeah. He's one of the youngest. Yeah, younger than me. Yeah.
And he makes beats as well. So yeah,
Novelist is
late 20s.
He's 3 years younger than me. I
He's
think
29.
3 or 4 years younger than me.
29.
So I'm 30. He might be 27.
What? So you seen that tune with Chip, the seen Legend?
Yeah.
Novelist is in it, innit?
Yeah.
But he looks chubbier now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He used to be way similar. But he's been putting in. He's someone that I like to see do well because he's been putting in a lot of work from early. Him and it's funny, right? So on ends it was the two youngers in terms of like. This is back when I was making music in the late 90s.
Big O.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. So he was him and Hardy Caprio. They were like the same age, but they used to go back to back. The people knew both of them. Pause, right? But Hardy back then was called Prophets, and he's always been Novelist. So them two was known as the youngest that they made good music, and they was doing grime as well. I think Hardy started rapping. Hardy started rapping, and then he became Hardy, and then But anyway, they've both been one of the kids.
I remember I only knew who Hardy was because Hardy was on a radio station, and Henry tried to send for him, and then he got on to Henry.
Wait, is that Hardy the one that
Hardy Caprio?
When that girl was trying to cuss him?
Yeah, Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Henry?
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Because Henry now works for Capital, I think. Yeah, she works for Capital Extra.
Okay.
I think everyone works for Capital Extra, but yeah, I completely forgot what we were just talking about. Yeah, so I'll say to my friends like I love them or man got love for you or whatever. Like I don't really look at it as anything mad. Sometimes you got to show appreciation in the right way. Sometimes it can be non-verbal. Sometimes it could literally just be a.
Do you think men do it enough?
Based on the suicide rates now.
Yeah.
Sorry to be dark, but no. I think I don't think a lot of men know how to take positive affirmations. I'm probably the same. I just don't think we take affirmations of words of affirmation really, really well. I think it's just a situation of it being like, oh yeah, okay, cool, yeah, I love you. All right, what now? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's.
What do you want me to do with this?
I always say like I used to hate compliments. So as a creative, you hate when people tell you what you're doing is good. Because I've heard it so many times now, I need to stop hearing it. Because you don't know how to respond. So you know where it comes from. You know what guys do? I'm trying to be like you, man. I'm trying to, like, bro, man.
But that's man, them do it on some bullshit thing, man.
No, but that's what, when you receive compliments and you don't know what to, it's like, yo, man, I'm just trying to be like you, man. Like, obviously, you got money, bro. Yeah, I've got that. I learned from you. That's how guys are. They don't really like compliments like that. So they.
So, all right, when you say compliments, do you mean
I see you, bro.
about yourself or something that you've done?
In general.
In general.
In general.
About myself, something
I'm difficult when it comes to my photography. Like when people give me compliments, I'm just like, thanks.
Difficult.
I was trying, like
it's difficult
because I'm very hard on myself when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So to take a compliment, I'm just like, oh.
Did you see where this guy tried to shoot from?
Yes.
Remember what I said before the cameras turned on?
Yeah, do not say it.
Yeah, he's got it in him. He just doesn't know because he's Brazilian. He thinks he's escaped it. Nah, bro. It's in your genes, bro. It's that West African.
What do you mean by that?
No,
what do you mean by that? No, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? No, Gabriel, what do you mean by that?
Oh, I mean, no, genetics.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's genetic.
Just making sure. Madman. Absolute madman. See what man's trying to start? Alright, cool.
A war.
Let's talk about a silly topic, yeah? Okay, Gaz, cool. You committed multiple M's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're a lifer.
Yeah.
You are going to be given the electric chair or the injection. What would your last meal be? Game's done.
The last meal be just a plate of plantain. Just a straight plate of plantain.
You're about to get emmed off, and your last meal was plantain.
Yeah, plantain.
Yeah,
I watched the video on the funniest of requests before people died.
What, crack?
And no, like the people request for like tubs of ice cream. Someone requested for mud.
I think sometimes mud.
Yeah, because he's Louisiana. He does hoodoo, and there's this voodoo that he believes he can eat the mud and reincarnate basically.
My star gave her.
He's offside.
You know my.
I'm sure he's offside.
Okay, plantain.
Yeah, plantain. Yeah. Sorry. I followed it down for the Nigerians. Then.
Mark?
I would have to say probably something to do with lamb chops.
Really?
I love lamb chops. But then saying that, Saturday soup.
Your last meal is Saturday soup?
Yeah, man.
No,
No
you are
way.
sickos, bro.
Caribbeans get annoyed at Saturday soup.
No, I love Saturday soup, but I just think as a last meal, when you
can't
have it
say
on
no
every
with plantain.
Saturday.
No, but I know
I don't have it
Saturday
every
soup
Saturday,
is something
so-
that Caribbeans complain about online. And when you go, it's like rice and stew to us. Like it's things that are like all the time sort of thing.
I don't have it all the time.
Saturday soup. What is Saturday soup? Elaborate, because I
It's
need
just
to know.
stew, innit? Like chicken soup
But not.
with green banana, plantain.
I don't like it with green banana. The
Chocho, flipping,
What just happened
yam.
there?
dumpling. I don't know what happened there.
He's celebrating like it's going to change anything.
He's
Oh my days. Yes, we can. Stop it.
What about you?
Well, unlike you lot, who having like average meals every week.
Oh, you're going for the creme de creme. You're having lobster.
But
or something.
lobster, bro. Lobster tail, garlic butter.
But I do feel it's weird because I feel like lobster is common now.
No, it's not, because it's expensive.
I remember we used to be £20 in lobster.
Bro, you know
lobster
what's
burger.
crazy? We're saying this, but you wouldn't even have the appetite, bro. You'll be eating it and trembling. Like, you wouldn't even be able to eat it properly. More time, no one's going to be able to enjoy a meal where they're about to get killed. Give me water, bro. I'm okay with water.
Hey,
I thought one of you would have said steak or something, bruv.
I was gonna say steak, but if I've emmed off bare people, do you think I fare anything now?
I see where you're coming
I said, if heaven was a mile away.
Remember what I
Is
said
that
about
Nas track?
the gene? Remember what I said about the gene?
Levi jeans.
No, what I said about the gene.
The
You
Boulder
saw what
gene.
Hendrik just did.
Stop it.
The gene.
Stop it.
Gorilla. Yo. He does the gorilla celebration. He's mad. For
You know what? I'm not even playing this game
Yeah,
with you,
he's
bro.
mad for doing the gorilla celebration.
Alright. Now, we're second quarter of the year. Fucking so I'm so tired. It's been such a long day. Gabriel, is there anything you're looking forward to this year, or whether it's like show, movie within your business that you feel is gonna kind of trigger your excitement? No, did he?
I think, man, the world's boring, bro. The world's boring. You gotta make fun out of things yourself. I think the world's boring. I'm not looking forward to no events or anything like that. Maybe Liverpool winning the league, innit? But we've already won it, so it's like, yeah.
Psycho.
But personal stuff, I'm looking forward to personal things. But in terms of like looking forward to anything, an event or anything, no, I'm not. Yeah,
No, but ask you what? No music. No album you're looking out for. No new Tory Lanes.
Not bringing back Big O.
It's crazy. No, I'm not.
Why?
I'm not. Yo, calm down, bro. He's got the gene as well.
Mark, what about you?
There's a couple of things I'm looking forward to.
What the fuck?
Sinners. Watching Sinners. Watching that next week. Seeing Coast Contra live.
T. Jones' sons.
Yep.
They're twins, right?
Yep.
Okay. How old are they?
20s. Mid-20s, I reckon. Finalising my draft script.
You sent me the email, I got a look.
Yeah. Doug's got back to me. He's on it. Going on holiday with my siblings next month. And getting back to doing some more photography stuff. I feel like I've taken a back step with that.
It's cold, bro.
Yeah, just I don't know. And going to Jamaica with my family in October.
Can't think of anything worse.
No, I'm staying in a hotel.
I can't think of anything
I
worse.
ain't been to Jamaica for a while, so
The final while.
since say about 15, 20 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Also about 70 to be then. I'm boring. I'll be real. Look forward to sleep. I'll be real. Gab's, I know Gab's looking at me mad like, bro. Yeah, I'm looking forward to sleep.
Yeah,
That guy don't sleep anyway.
I'm cooked, bro. Like, that Adrian Broner meme. I'm getting cooked. No, I'm tired, bro. I'll be real with you. Like, I'm looking forward to sleep. Like, them days when people message you, you look at your phone, you just do this. And you just like, do what it's doing, bro.
You move on.
I'm cooked. I'm telling you for free, like, I've had enough.
Rotted.
I've had enough. Like, even this morning when I was getting ready to go to work, my alarm clock went off. I looked at my phone, I said,
You was like, shit.
I was like, Then left it for a bit, yeah, and I was like, I've got to get up. And then I was lagging so much, yeah, I showered quick, and if it weren't for the bus, the fact the bus was coming up the road, I would have missed my train. I still got to work early. I said, ugh. And I still left work at 7 o'clock. It is what it is, man. But no, I think, jokes aside, holiday, it's going to sound bad for me to say, I actually can't wait for the playing football season to finish.
Oh, shit. I can't wait to start playing football again.
Your ankle's cooked, innit?
It's getting better.
I can't wait for the football season to finish for me because my brain is fried, and I think it's more so less to do with the playing element, but it's the coaching part.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot to kind of, how can I word this correctly? I've always said I never wanted to manage because you have to, like, there's a lot that comes with management.
Yeah.
And you have to be like organised 101. And as much as I have an assistant manager and everything, and whatever, I do everything.
It's still a lot of...
I do everything on my one, so it's completely different.
But
I think the killer of it as well is the organisation isn't the problem. It's trying to motivate 16 players to perform week in, week out. And then not only just that, pause it. Alright, yeah, it's hard to motivate players week in, week out, and not only just that, I think it's having to manage players' egos at all points. So, like, the team's doing well, but then the players who ain't playing is watching them get frustrated about not playing. But those players you're also challenging to be better. So you know how the team plays, you know the dynamic of how you want things to go, but you're gonna have those players that feel a way about something. But the option is, okay, cool. If the team's performing well, you can't really change a winning team.
Yeah.
Like, you'll get your minutes, everyone's got to play a part, but that's the bit I don't look forward to, because then you have to listen to people like, it's the moaning, it's the, do you know what I mean? But yeah, for me, like, I just want to,
Come on, coach, put me in.
Hey, yo. Right, yeah. I just want like 2 weeks where I don't have to think about football at all.
When's the season over?
For me? As a player or as a manager?
As a manager.
League-wise, I have 3 league games left. In the cup, if I win every game, I've got another 3 games left, so I've got 6 games.
Jeez.
So it's still like a lot. So I think this Sunday's league, if we win on Sunday by 3 goals, we won the league. We beat a team in the cup who are 4 divisions above us, and we were bad, and we still went clutch and beat them 3-0. So, and I was missing players. So for me, it's one of the ones I'm just like, I don't know, but yeah, that's enough about me. It's been a weird episode because I don't think there's, not normal your Arcadia with the little wayward case questions. Yeah. Anything you want to say before we wrap?
No.
Hope Katie gets well. And, yeah. Hope Katie as well gets well. Sorry, I've just seen some questionable changes right now. I just can't believe.
And just for doing the DSP podcast 228. I've been. You can find us DSP and all your favorite DSPs. My personal favorite YouTube boys. People listening, I do apologize. We are tired. Yeah, it has been a long week. We could hear it in our voices, so I do apologize.
We've turned up still.
Yeah, you can find us DSP and all your favorite DSPs. My personal favorite YouTube. You can find mine, Mark, Kadia, and Gabriel's information in the description below. You can find the TikTok link, the Spotify playlist link, Mark's photography link, all in the description below. I've been Reese, my left's been
Drinks.
Man, the camera's been
Gabriel.
Backers.
crazy.
What?
And we'll be back next week. Peace and love, all that good stuff, and walk and live.
Some.
Talk and Bumble Clock dead. See it? Mm-hmm. Safe.